Metroid is a science fiction style game based on Samus, who is a bounty hunter. My name is Michael Kelbaugh. I'm the president and CEO of Retro Studios here in beautiful Austin, Texas.
Metroid Prime was a re-envisioning of the original Metroid side-scrolling games that Nintendo produced. We decided to make the games as a first-person adventure game. My name is Mike Wicken. I am senior game designer at Retro Studios.
We took the control scheme from Metroid Prime 3 and applied it to Prime 1 and Prime 2. I'm Brian Walker. I'm the Senior Director of Development here at Retro Studios.
Wii のポインターでポイントしてヌンチャクで移動をするっていう操作っていうのがファーストパーソンシューティングにはすごく合う操作だと思うんですよ。田辺健介です。メトロイドプライムシリーズのプロデューサーをやっております。
田畑理沙と言います。メトロイドプライムシリーズでアシスタントプロデューサーをさせていただいてます。Wii のリモコンに対応したことですごく直感的に遊んでいただけるようになったんですね。
走りながらこっちの敵を撃つ、走りながらこっちの敵を撃つっていうことができますね。
Just a tremendous upgrade as far as the fluidity of the controls. The HUD's a little bit different. The reticule's different as it relates to how you target your enemies now. Lock-on's a little bit different.
The biggest impact is that players see more of the art and intricate design that we put into the levels.
You have to not only make a good game, but you have to make a game that is better than the memories of the previous game.
もともと 2D のゲームでサムスがちゃんと映ってますよね。それをファーストパーソンビューにしたことによって姿が見えなくなる。
In this case, we took a lot of steps in the environment, so you could see reflections of Samus's suit. When you fired bright weapons, you would see the flash on the inside of your visor, so you'd see Samus's eyes.
Well, the Space Pirates have changed in the Prime series. We made them darker and grittier, meaner.
When we were thinking about where we wanted Metroid Prime to fit within the timeline of the Metroid universe, we had a few imperatives that were in our minds. We wanted to make sure that Metroids were a significant part of gameplay.
メトロイドの2以降はメトロイド自体の存在っていうのが基本的にはなくなってるんですよね。メトロイドをたくさん自由に出せるところっていうのがそれ以前しかない。
Trilogy was not planned as a trilogy from the beginning.
まず1作目を作ってからっていうことで出来上がった時に我々もレトロのスタッフもみんなすごくいいものになったんじゃないかなと思っていて、これは3部作にしようかなっていうふうに思ってその時初めて実は計画したんです。
The original idea for Dark Samus came about as a teaser at the end of Metroid Prime.
You may have seen the cinematic where you see the hand rising up out of the puddle of goo.
それがきっかけになって、プライム2エコーズを作る時にレトロの方で考えてくれた存在っていうことですね。
Once we started to work on some of the puzzle elements with the morph ball, it really became obvious that this was something really special and really unique.
これがコロコロコロと転がるっていうアイデアを最初に聞いた時に、どっちかっていうとシリアスでクールな感じの世界観の中でボールで転がって遊ぶっていうのが果たしてフィットするのかなっていう疑いを持ってたんですよ。ところが実際にできてきて全然その世界観から外れてないんですね。
It was really fun when we first mocked it up and said, "We've got this." The biggest high, of course, was on Metroid Prime 1. We were almost done, and we knew we had nailed it, and we had taken a lot of concern about whether or not an American studio could pull off the game, and we just couldn't wait for the first review. And that was one of those highs in my career that I don't know if it'll ever be matched.
Even some of the most vocal critics who had labored under assumptions for so many months leading up to the unveiling of the game, they were amazed.
We've gone in and surgically replaced a number of textures with higher resolution versions.
場所によると少し重たいかもしれないなっていうところが昔はどうしてもあったんですけれども、
ドアが開くまで待たされることがあったと思うんですけれども、その部分も GC 版と比較すればずっと短くなっているはずです。
We looked at a few of the bosses and made small refinements to those encounters.
Mike Wicken likes to tell a story about Mr. Miyamoto asking us during the early design phases of Prime 1, what would it be like if Samus had a bug's head?
And at the time, I remember going back to our office and saying, switching heads. What does that have to do with Metroid?
He wasn't asking if she had the head of a fly.
He was talking about the mechanic of altered perception as a whole.
And from that, the visor system came to be, where Samus could see different things with different visors and use that as a puzzle-solving element. My favorite weapon, I think, of all of the Prime series is the Seeker Missile.
そうですね。やっぱりボールになれるのが嬉しいですね。ゴロンゴロンいろんなとこを転がったりとか。
I like the grapple beam, if that counts.
The super missile from Metroid Prime 1 is just so kinetic, you fire it and bang, the enemy explodes.
Will you ever see Dark Samus or Phazon again? Do you want to see Dark Samus or Phazon again?
皆さんのご希望次第でしょうか。
Our gratification is when we read those message boards and we hear how much fun people have playing our games.
When Retro Studios develops games, the first audience that we think about are the fans of that series. And that is what drives our gameplay decisions.
喜んでいただけるものになったんじゃないかなと思ってますね。すごく豪華なものになってるんで、ぜひ遊んでほしいと思ってます。